Now, maybe, here they come. That's probably loud, right? And this is what we're dealing with. He's coming back. What's up, everyone? Today I am coming to you from my kitchen to talk to you about 10 ingredients that you should avoid or completely eliminate from your diet. These are 10 ingredients that are commonly found in most processed foods and even in organic and so-called healthy foods. So be on the lookout for them. Let's get into what they are. Number 1, artificial sweeteners. I feel like this is a no-brainer and everyone knows that they should avoid artificial sweeteners. They affect our gut, they can cause digestive problems, and they can be neurotoxicants. That means that they can cross the blood-brain barrier and cause neurological issues. Some common artificial sweeteners are aspartame, Splenda, sucralose, maltodextrin, and high fructose corn syrup. There are other ones, but those I would say are probably the most common ones that you want to look out for. Number 2 is vegetable oils or hydrogenated oils. These are highly processed oils that come from GMO crops like wheat, corn, and soy. Common vegetable oils are vegetable oil, canola oil, safflower oil, corn oil, peanut oil. Those are some of the most common ones that you want to look out for. These oils are rancid, they are dyed and deodorized, and they are no good for you or your health. Number 3 is commercial dairy. And I say commercial dairy because commercial dairy is pasteurized and sometimes homogenized. It means that it is heated up to over a certain point that denatures the enzymes in the milk that help you digest the milk proteins. In order for it to be sold in the grocery store, it oftentimes has to be pasteurized, even if it is organic. So I recommend going with a raw dairy, and if you can find a good local farm that sells it, then go with that. That's why I say avoid commercial dairy, but you can always consider your raw dairy from a local farm. Number 4 is gluten. Now, gluten may not be an issue for everybody, but I typically recommend that you avoid gluten because it is often irritating to our gut and it can cause inflammation and autoimmune responses. These days, it is so easy to find gluten-free products and just to avoid gluten altogether because it is often found in processed foods. So I recommend avoiding gluten as much as possible. Number 5 is sugar, and these are added sugars. We know that excess sugar can lead to weight gain and other health issues like type 2 diabetes. So avoiding sugars that are being added in your ingredients. So that doesn't mean sugars that are naturally occurring, say from fruit, but sugars that are being added. Some common names for sugars are like dextrin, dextrose, cane sugar, maltitol. Those are some common names and ways that you will know that sugar is being added to your product. Number 6 brings me to soy, and soy is a hormone disruptor and it causes thyroid issues. So steer clear of soy. It can also be in the form of soy lecithin, soy protein. All of those types of soy you want to avoid. They typically are found again in those processed packaged foods. Soy is a GMO crop that is cheap, and so it is often thrown into a lot of foods, but stay away from soy. Number 7 is MSG, and I feel like by now we know that MSG is highly toxic, but you have to read your ingredients in order to see if it's actually in your product. And sometimes it's not always called MSG, it's called monosodium glutamate. And in fact, I have even seen it in salsa. Yeah, like chips and salsa, that kind of salsa. It's usually found in products with a long shelf life, like canned foods, but you will be surprised that they will stick it into a lot of other processed foods. MSG is also a neurotoxicant. In fact, Dr. Russell Seth Blaylock wrote a book about it, and it also crosses the blood-brain barrier and causes neurotoxicity. It can even lead to things like Alzheimer's. I would not be consuming MSG if I were you. Number 8 is artificial colors. Artificial colors are highly toxic, and oftentimes we don't even know what they're made of and what exactly is in them because they are covered under just, say, like that trade secret, artificial sweeteners. They are very toxic and they are not good for you, so I would really try to avoid them. And believe it or not, artificial sweeteners are even in things like Doritos, Cheetos, chips, crackers. It's crazy how many things they put artificial colors in, things especially that are marketed and eaten by children. So look out for those artificial sweeteners. Number 9 is sodium nitrate. Sodium nitrate is a preservative. It's often found in bacon, sausage, lunch meats, and things like that. It is labeled a carcinogen. It is not good for you. I would avoid sodium nitrate. So if you are looking to buy bacon or sausage, make sure it does not have preservatives and it says nitrate free. Number 10 is BHA and BHT. This is butylene hydroxyanisole. I don't know if I'm exactly saying it right, but it typically is labeled BHA or BHT. It is found in processed foods. It is a preservative and it is a carcinogen. It can cause neurological brain disorders, and it has been linked to cancer as well. So look out for that ingredient. The overall takeaway from all 10 of these ingredients that you should be avoiding is that if you stay clear of a lot of processed packaged foods, you don't have to worry about a lot of these ingredients. In order to be healthy, I recommend eating whole, real, nutrient-rich foods. And of course, that means that foods that you have to cook and prepare. Those are the best foods to be eating. They are the most nutrient-dense foods, and they will give your body the fuel it needs to function properly. I hope this has helped you guys, and more importantly, I hope that you take these 10 ingredients, keep them in your mind, and the next time you go grocery shopping, you make sure that you are doing your best to avoid them. Comment below and let me know your thoughts, if this has helped you and you would like more nutrition tips from me. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel.